We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Hey, Soko, it's a hike. 11, Agate.
In motion, the tight end.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Eagle defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, red. Son, go, let's go.
Moore, the man in motion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And right away, he lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Hey, 30 left. Go. Hey, Soko, some hut. 13 loop. Hey, kill. Hot.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Their own 32-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Great.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Trimmer.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's good.
A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Eagles at 7-5 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Right, let's go. Done. That's right. Silver.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes the philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Hey, go. Focus. All right.
Now Lawrence. Musgrave's got it outright. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 18. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
I'm not going to tell the defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Barkley pushing through the contact. Still on his feet. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. The point After through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Lawrence to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hey, run!
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. At the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Hey, Lion!
Hey, Lawrence now going to move him around.
Left. Here we go.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Given 3 on first down, it'll set up a 2nd and 7.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Darn, this is hot. Hey, I'm gun. Go.
Here's Lawrence. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
63.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Heavy.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That's complete. He's got Tootin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. That is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Moore on the return. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bayshaw Tootin with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. It shoves him off at the 20. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Great.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 8.
Great.
Hurts. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
No touch that.
Up the middle with Barkley. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
2 yards to go, second down.
Hey, easy, 63.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
No.
Now a toss right to Barkley. Shifts by him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
14 yards. And the Jaguars.
Easy. Read it 54. Read 54.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Miami.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'll keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
180, 180.
Throwing is Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Great.
They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's complete to the right side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Great. Set.
Barkley inside handoff. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the 2nd half.
Hey, go. Hey, Ginger.
On play action, Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On the red. Hey, kill. Son,
looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's good.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's go. Yeah.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
24. Hey, tomato. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A short throw to Musgrave.
But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, Jupiter. Go, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. Down inside the 10.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Hunter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Good. 63.
Now back to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
24. Hey, Soko, tonight.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And this one is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Nope.
Running left, it's Barkley. Gets by him, no little daylight. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Great.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The Jaguar first down.
Silver.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
On red.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, change attack.
Moore, the man in motion. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, tomato. Gun. Hey, I'm gun. 13, Lou. Silver.
Lawrence will throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards.
And the Eagles strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And he continues to add on to his amazing touchdown total on the ground. That is number 25 for him on the year as he moves ever closer to the all-time record.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17.
24. 11.
Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Hey, Ginger. 11, Agate.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Red,
15-yard line.
Focus. Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Luke Musgrave,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do it. And retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, Lion!
Will line up for the 2-point.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
28. Eagles.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
At their own 39-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
They'll come up now on second down.
Great. Anyone hit? No touch.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great. Check. Anyone hit? No touch.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Torres. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Hey, Soko, some height.
Back to throw, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
13, Lou.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
53 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here we go. First and goal.
Hey, 11. Easy. Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence.
There's that man again. It's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Ginger, attack. Go. Here we go.
A give running right, ETN.
And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Eagles 28. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's first down.
Great.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along